Prices. President Biden says the United States will now ban Russian oil from coming into our country. He says the move is to hold Russia accountable for attacking Ukraine.
But it could also lead to an even bigger jump in gas prices. NBC Connecticut's Caitlin Burchill explains the impact it'll have on your wallet.
Live or drive through Connecticut. Right now, if you fill up in our state, you're paying about 70 cents per gallon. Just for taxes when we pull up to the pump. So if you need 15 gallons, about $10.50 is going to Uncle Sam. Here's the breakdown. There's a federal excise tax of 18.4 cents per gallon, a state excise tax of 25 cents per gallon, and then there's our petroleum gross receipts earning tax, which is now at nearly 27 cents, according to Chris Herb, the president of Connecticut Energy Marketers Association.
The tax that's placed on the wholesale price of gasoline that is passed along at the pump.
That association represents folks who own, operate, and distribute fuel to about 1,000 gas stations in Connecticut. Herb says also factored into the cost per gallon, sky-high wholesale prices that continue to rise. And he says gas station owners need to cover their costs too, which he reminds us vary from town to town.
The simplest way to put it is a 1,500 square foot house in Greenwich costs different than a 1,500 square foot house in Naugatuck, Connecticut.
That's why he says gas prices across the state run the gambit.
People in Greenwich that work at gas stations don't work for minimum wage. They get paid more. Insurance is more expensive. The rent to property is more expensive than it is in other places.
But why do gas prices tend to be a lot higher near a highway?
We see the price of gasoline, so it highlights, wow, that's a higher price than it is a mile down the road. But it's the same thing for the milk that they're selling, the bread that they're selling, the cigarettes they're selling. So it is a function of the location more than someone trying to take advantage.
With long lines like these ones and high prices, it's really easy to assume that gas station owners are raking in the big bucks right now. But Herb stresses that's not the case. He says many of his members are underwater with wholesale prices skyrocketing. He says these owners want to stay competitive and they don't want to instantly pass on these high costs to customers. In West Hartford, I'm Caitlin Burchill, NBC.